Today, I'm going to teach you how to do your brows in a way that they look natural and beautiful. So let's get started. First, I'm taking this spoolie brush and I'm brushing my eyebrows in a way that they are shaped. And then I'm brushing the starting end of my brow in an upward manner because we are going to trim the hair from the starting end of the brow. And I'm just brushing the other end of the brow downwards. And then I'm taking a scissor because we're going to trim the hair with this. As you can see, the scissor has a round end, and now I'm going to start trimming my brows. Now, if you're a beginner, you should do this step very carefully because it's really easy to overdo it. So I do take my time even now. And then look at this. I am placing my scissor perpendicular to my skin because I want to trim the hair in both angles. And this way, if you trim the hair in this way, it will give a very tidy look to your brows. I have been doing this for so long. Also, take your time and keep brushing the hair with your finger like this so you can actually see the hair that is left to trim, and then you can trim it and not overdo it. You can keep doing this step until you are satisfied with the length of your hair and the shape of your brow that you like from the starting point. I don't like to trim too much, but I do take my time, as you can see here. And now we're moving to the next step. Now I'm using a facial razor. If you haven't seen this before, you can use this to shave your facial hair and your eyebrows. Whatever tools you use, make sure you clean them with an alcohol pad before using. And now we're going to start shaving our brows, and I am starting from the starting point of the brows, and you can use your finger as a guide for this step. Again, for every step of trimming or shaving your hair, you can overdo it easily, so I'd advise you to be very careful and very slow. And if you're a beginner, then it's really important to draw a line or keep your finger on the brow as a guide to not shave too much hair. Now I'm only shaving the hair a little above the brows because I want to make them neat and I don't want any hairs around the brows. So that's what I'm doing here. Use your hand to brush away any hair that you just shaved so you can see the leftover hair and where you need to shave now. In this step, I'm going to use a tweezer which is nice and sharp and can pull out the hair effectively. And I'm going to start tweezing the hair below my eyebrow. And I'm only going on the hair that are far from the brow. I am not actually shaping my brow in this step. So I'm only trying to make the space, the area around my brows tidier. So I am tweezing and pulling out any hair that are extra, that are away from the brow or add that black effect. And as you can see, these are the hair I tweezed, and I'm just brushing them away now. I also like to go to the other end of the brow and tweeze any hair again that are around the brows or between my brows. And you can do as much as you can or as much as you're comfortable with in this step, and then just move ahead. And now it's time to fill in our brows. I'm using this angled brush, and with this I'm using this eyeshadow which is closer to the hair color that I have on my brows. And you can use any brow powder in this step, it doesn't matter. But if you're a beginner, I'd advise you to not use a brow gel but instead use a powder because it's easier to clean if you mess it up. The most important part of this step is that when you start filling in your brows, you have to do it from the middle of the brows, as you can see, because if you mess it up, it's easier to blend on both sides of the brows. If you start from the other end of your brow, you can end up having that really block brow shape. If you are going for that, that's good for you, but I'm not going for that. So always start from the middle of the brows when you're filling them in, and then you can just blend on both sides and have a uniform color all over your brow. And as you can see, now I'm just shaping my brow a little. I'm drawing a line using a swiping motion with a brush, and it's like carving the shape of the brow, and I'm just pushing that powder with this motion upward towards the brow because I want it to be lifted and all blended and uniform. So I'm going to do this motion until I am satisfied with the blending and the powder and the filling of my brow. I am taking my time filling in the starting point of my brow. It's important because this is where it shapes your facial features as well, and making your brows can actually really make a difference in your face. As the last step, we are going to take that spoolie brush again, and we are going to brush the brows following along the shape of our brows and how we fill them in. This will blend the powder that we apply to our brows. It will blend everything. It will make everything uniform. If you had any patches or you applied too much powder in one spot, it will blend all of that and fix any mistakes that you make. So this is a good step for beginners as well. Even me, I do this every time I fill in my brows. And this is the end of the tutorial. This is the brow we did, and this is the one we didn't do. And as you can see, the difference is very subtle, and the brow we did looks so natural. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Take care of yourself and don't forget to subscribe.